Good afternoon. Unfortunately, due to the situation, things now got to stay on a steady recording solely for the concern of anybody that might be brought in as to my truthfulness and commitment to agreements and protocol as to the rules of the house. The rules are I'm going to clean up after her, that I'm not to eat any of her food. None of it. And if it's offered to me, I need to make sure that I know exactly what it is by having it taken out of the fridge or out of the cabinet, put on the counter, and of course, clean up her mess. This is the meat that she got from the food pantry for I. It's a situation where it's been defrosted since yesterday, 2 o'clock, and in the fridge, not for long, so it's been out for a while. I'm allowed to sleep inside, but I'm going to have to clean up constantly the cat station, the garbage, the kitchen, and when I lay down here, I'm going to make sure it's all clean, covered properly, and the pillows fluffed up. And then the only other thing that I have to do outside of clean vomit up, is clean the cat litter on this side. She doesn't even clean here. Look at the steps. She leaves bags of cat litter just sitting here getting wet and stinking up. Look at this, it stinks right here. And that's what I have to do in order to be able to come into the house. And of course, feed the cat. Tomorrow should be an interesting day. Today's date's the 20th of September 2022. Time now is 3:45 p.m. And we've got 3 phone calls to make. One in which I might not make before the timeline, 4 o'clock. Might stay open till 5, I don't know. But one would be food stamps, courthouse, plasma. Not just yet though, I gotta get ready. Because it's not just a 1, 2, 3. I'm going to be possibly going to the clubhouse to do some work after I clean up and eat. For the sole purpose that tomorrow being a day that I do believe I'm going to be able to get some stuff done. Just because I'm allowed inside the house doesn't mean I'm going to hang out in here. Yeah, and definitely I won't be hanging out in here when she's home. The reason I'm going to need to go to the clubhouse is I've got a lot of work I need to do where I have to lay out a paper station. Okay, so this is a good thing. She won't even empty the trash in the bathroom. That's been in there for like a week. I can actually start smelling the trash. I'll keep the toilet clean though. But most of that's her mess because she had me locked out. some more of my responsibility is to clean up her food mess and the cats, and everything's pretty clean out here. And there's Rimpy, Frankie, Poppy. So look at this, I live on this side. And everything's clean and organized over here. Even the steps are clean. Even the litter box is clean. Trash is empty. Even out here is clean. So let's take a look one more time inside on the other side. I haven't gone on the side for about 2 weeks now, since more or less the beginning of September. Tight rates over here. I'm gonna have to bring the trash out, I'm sure. Litter box bad. Steps are deplorable. That vomit's not from 2 hours ago, that's from this morning. So this is the way she leaves an environment for I. And if I don't clean up her mess, I'll be punished. So as little time as it takes to really clean up, I'm left to do it. But I'm also left to do a lot of other things and work on a lot of other tasks at hand. And I don't even have a car. This really isn't fair. It's not nice. It's bad. So I'm gonna clean that. She left me trash. Garbage bin's a mess. The bag has all kinds of blood and liquids in there. That meat's been sitting on for a day and a half. She gave that to me. But anything else I'm forbidden to touch or eat. Bread, butter, cheese, anything. I'll let that soak for a moment. The meat's, I don't know if it's any good, but gotta get this and put this outside. Nothing's dripping, just wash it out in the back. I guess this is just, I don't know, too much work for her, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so right now we're going to be cleaning up the vomit on this side. I got some eggs cooking. I got that one sock drying. Just, it's only per socks I've left. I'm going to cook that. I'm not going to touch any of this. All I'm going to do is use those cat bowls, feed the cats in a little bit. Those are my dishes, except that cup, that knife and that spoon, and that rag wasn't there. This is the vomit. Then we're going to clean that side. I'm going to clean the garbage bin. And these are 90% tasks that I had no contributing aspect and any thoughts as to my time spent to create this mess. This is all her situation except what's in the sink, because she has locked me out for the past 3 weeks. Pretty much. with the allowance to come in a couple of times to use the washroom. I haven't even bathed. No, wait, I did bathe one time in 3 weeks in this house. The rest, I've done it at the pool. I used the washroom in the past 3 weeks in this house 6 times. 4 times today, once yesterday, and once the day before. And maybe once in the first week, I don't even know. 3 weeks I haven't been able to spend any time with the cats unless they were on the other side. And I did sleep in the house here one time, I think, in the past 3 weeks for about 2 hours. About a week ago, 5 days ago. She... I'm just gonna sit down for a moment. I'm a little tired. Now, she shouldn't be home until about maybe 8 o'clock. Got the eggs going. I'm gonna cook that. I am gonna take a bath. I'm going to empty the trash. Even though I had some really, really massively disturbing bowel movements, I kept that toilet clean. And look at this. She won't even empty the trash. That's bad. I'll be right back. She's so proud that she made it to a food pantry yesterday and got enough food for like maybe 3 days for one person. I mean, I'm not putting down the food pantry, but that's ridiculous. Alright, so that's done. I'm not going to go in the bedroom. I'm not going to do anything with that vacuum. Okay, I didn't touch the AC. Now remember, I still have the 3 phone calls to make. Time now is 4:09, 4:10 p.m. At 4:15, the egg started to boil. Has anybody heard of something anywhere close to what it is that I've been able to bring out for view? Little cookies. And the odd thing, last night when she came home, I came down with massive sneezing, stuffy nose for about a half hour. And I noticed about 5 of the cats, they're sneezing. Leslie, she's constantly sneezing. And it was really strange. It was like some bug flu. Alright, so everything's clean out here now. Of course, she's got that locked. So I can't use the machine or get any laundry soap or any litter or even any cat food. She's got the cat food for the cats locked up in the shed. Right there. And this is where I have all my stuff, keeping it from getting wet with bags. You know, just, it's not easy, but it's not impossible. Okay, now we're going to clean this. It could very well be, whoop, could be very well be one of the reasons the bowl hasn't even been cleaned. Water bowl may very well be one of the reasons that the reason she's let me in is to clean up this mess, because probably just too much for her, I guess. Take that, put that up here and wash that out. I mean, what other reason could it possibly be that she's letting me in? I mean, the cats didn't even eat last night. I mean, it was bad. It was like 10:30 last night before the cats ate, and there was no food in the bowls. She was like, oh, you guys hungry? All my property is wet. My mother's photo albums, DVR. My computer stuff is secure, I guess. Whether it's safe from the moisture, I don't know. Okay. And this isn't my mess. But if I don't clean it, I'll be yelled at because I had entrance into the house, and why couldn't I clean it up? But then this afternoon she says I should start looking for a place to rent while I'm on the phone, which I'll be working on starting tomorrow after I set up some security on my accounts and navigate some account changing. I need a better plan. Okay, so we're going to take this out here. This has got to dry. But I'm not going to put this just like this on the ground. I'm going to grab a few paper towels because it is a little damp. And of course, we don't want to create any further obstacles. Now we're at 25, so the eggs are about done. We all know that when you got hard-boiled eggs and you go to peel the skin off at a later date, the skin doesn't come off and you lose part of the egg and you stress out. The little paper towel is under there just to protect it from the moisture, but if she sees it, she'll flip out. She'll catch it sooner or later, but okay. Have you ever heard of something like this? I've been given the okay to come back into the house, and I was kicked out for 3 weeks simply because I was given permission to eat some food, and I ate some food, and it wasn't what I was supposed to eat. After starving and being so hungry that bad. That I had to eat, and I didn't eat a lot of it. I just ate some of it, and boy, did I get it. I don't know, right? 3 weeks of isolation in the bunker. All right, now I'm gonna take the eggs. I'm gonna put some cold water on them. I'm gonna start that in a few moments. We'll finish the trash when I get the dishes done. Cat station's clean. I still haven't made my phone calls. It's 4:27. So I might want to go ahead and start that as soon as I do the eggs. Crack the skin, put them back in there. And then the cold water gets between the skin membrane and the shell while it's cooling off, and it makes it a whole lot easier to peel the skin or peel the shell off the egg. And the socks, because of the overhang, it's warm, so they're drying. Alright, so we're going to be making a phone call. Okay, apparently so it's ready to pair, then pair for crying out loud. Bluetooth connected. Thank you. I recorded. You know what's going to be the hardest thing? Not that I'm never going to have any diplomatic, social level of communication with Leslie, because it's over. And right now, all she's doing is just tolerating, and all I'm doing is just surviving. The hardest thing is going to be that I'm going to have to say goodbye to these cats for now. Hopefully not forever. Puppy. I've already said goodbye many times to Leslie. And this time when I say goodbye, should we ever see each other again face to face, that's probably not going to be a friendly engagement. It's probably going to be because I found something that needs to be addressed, such as the accounts, Charles Schwab, the banks, statements, pictures, emails, memories, mother's contact information, possible mail breach, fraud issues. It's no telling. So as of right now, the first call is being done, and then the next call is going to be to the courthouse, and then a moment to myself, and then the next call to the plasma center, and then a moment to myself, and then come back on and clean it the other side of the porch, start the food on the stove, throw the trash out, come back in, make sure everything's nice and clean and up to par. Then a moment to myself. Then while the food's cooking and I'm outside taking a moment to myself, I'll come in and get ready to take a shower and dress, and then everything will be done inside the house. Feed the cats, and wait till they're done eating. Finish my food, put it in the Tupperware, go get a cooler of ice, come back, clean the cat bowls. If I didn't say it already, make sure the bathroom's clean and everything's up to par. All my properties out of her place. Dishes are all done. Stove's clean. I'm dressed. Socks are dry. And then I move the trash out to the front of the street. And then hopefully by then there'll be some time for me to go to the clubhouse and work on the paperwork, really, and just get things organized to some degree where I can control what's happening. You know what I remember? My mom being as smart as she was. Okay, so the new card is issued, and right now we're going to be making a call to the courthouse. I don't know if I had the paper readily handy available. But of course, nothing's written down properly because I don't have a calendar. I can't put things out. Makes a big, huge mess. I'll be right back. Alright, we're now going to get
Global Partner in Bioinnovation. For location information and donation hours, press 1.
we're just finding out about tomorrow. Okay, so I'm okay to come in tomorrow. And the new card's on its way. I'm really pretty disgusted because I recorded all this stuff, and I know I got it, and I know I'm going to see myself acting like a fool, and I know I'm going to see myself watching other people size me up as being an easy target, and it's really going to probably irritate me. But you notice how the eggs cleaned off really easy. Shells. Voila. I'm not allowed to use any salt, any spices. So, Leslie tells me something about Poppy that I already know, which is what you see right here. He likes eggs. So to start off with phone calls for tomorrow, it's going to be the post office, courthouse, we're going to make a list of a few items to buy and things to do, which is going to be Nord. Two-part epoxy, socks, shampoo, conditioner, catnip, a calendar, space, privacy, and a table. Light, peace, security, safety. I get everything done. We don't need to forget the shavers either. And I made shavers for my face. And you know what this means? This means I'll have 2 months of pay for my food stamps if everything goes right, which is enough to carry me for 6 weeks. Eating healthy, proper, Danish fuel. And if I use the food pantries, I might be able to make it last. I might pull out of this. I'm not meaning to do this, but it just got to be documented. Water bottle's empty. Plants have got water. Some of the debris I'm picking up. This is the litter box. On one of my previous videos from 5 days ago, today being the 20th of September 2022. This is the vomit that's been sitting there for 5-6 days, if not longer. She'll sit right here and just sit right on it and have no problem with it. She has no problem with leaving this sit here. Look at this. I don't even know what to say. The reason she let me in the house is probably to clean up after her. It's gotta be. Can't figure anything out. And when she left, she says, "Oh, I didn't have a chance to clean up the cat litter on this side here when I was inside here this morning when I sat down on the couch doing some work." She says, "If you could just clean up the kitchen and I'll clean up the cat litter box on that side. I didn't clean it today." Well, you see what you didn't clean. I was prepared for it, but I didn't think it was this bad. I had to empty the whole cat litter box out. It's bad, man. Even at my mom's worst, it was never this bad. And people don't care. They'll walk around with blinders on, thinking what's happening is only an illusion. And then when they get scared enough, they call the police. Or nowadays, they just call the police. And then, as time passes, they forget. And then everything's okay again in their life until something else happens. She lets me back in the house so I can clean up her mess. And she locked me out for 3 weeks because she wanted to punish me. And in the past 5 days, because I ate some food. I'm gifted enough and blessed enough to clean up her mess. And look at the people of this community as they watched me, giggled and laughed and sized me up to be some sort of freak show. And now no one wants to even talk to me, look at me, or come around the house. Because they realized they're wrong and I'm right. Pathetic, isn't it? No, everything's pretty clean over there. I took some caffeine. Now we're going to clean the cap off, empty the trash, show you the cat litter box that I'm cleaning versus the one that I keep clean on that side. You'll see the difference. And I figured I'd just post this whole video in its entirety. The day she let me in to clean. Something like that, I don't know. It seems as I get more and more control, and responsibility over what it is I'm doing and show people that I'm getting stuff done, another obstacle presents itself. But it doesn't seem like there's going to be too many more obstacles presenting themselves. As irrelevant as this seems to you, it isn't to me when I get punished, locked out, and everything else that you can imagine because she thinks I use too much cat litter. That's damaged cat litter right there. So I've got to scoop that out. That's going to drop the quantity down a bit. And she's going to say, what did I do with the cat litter? I should be working on my project, looking for a place to rent, securing my life. Instead, I'm cleaning up after her. Fantastic. She's wiping somebody else's rear, and I'm cleaning up after her. She needs to find herself someone else that she thinks she can control. Because that woman, she thought she can control me. My mom couldn't even control me. What makes you think she's going to have a chance? That one's not too bad. I warned her in the beginning of this. Don't screw with me. Now look what's happened. Everybody's pissed off. Big deal. You see how big of a deal it is? When what you have to do is only to make sure that you keep yourself out of the legal system in such a way that you actually keep the police out of your business. No. Round View, Au Natural. I don't even know what veal is. No, I'm gonna pass on that. It smells sweet. That don't smell too bad. So it looks like we're gonna have a roll of food from the food pantry, and it seems to be that when Leslie said to me, "Yeah, the food pantry, I'm not doing the food pantry anymore." Seems to be that now all of a sudden she's working a lot, making a lot of money, getting her teeth done, doing all kinds of wonderful things, buying a bunch of pillows, but now all of a sudden, food pantry is good enough. And then she takes the food to her clients. There was about 8 packs of meat. She took 4 of them, or 3 of them with her. And she asked me if I was gonna eat something, and I said no, and the next thing you know, the only thing that's left is that veal, which I already knew was bad. Some sausages. Look at this. She actually took the better of everything. She took the sausages and a little piece of steak. She took that and left the rest of it sitting in the sink for 5 hours before I realized it was there. So that's what I'm eating. Fantastic. I can't wait to get out of here. Okay, so we got that going there. I'll touch nothing inside here. We're going to go clean the litter box. Okay, we're going to turn this down so it doesn't burn. We are going to add a little bit of water to it. Okay, so as you see, oh, here we go. There's a little box. That's messed up. Big time messed up. Big time messed up. I think yesterday after the cats went without food most of the day and they ate everything out here, that she came to realize that she doesn't really have a choice right now but to address the situation because of the complications that present themselves based on what it is I'm recording and bringing to public viewing. So we're going to bring this back to the other side. We're going to plug this in for a few moments here. Put that over here. I'm going to take this out there. I've met so much bull in my life. Alright, with everything just about done, got one bin out, litter box is clean, trash is empty, all clean back here. These 2 items have been sitting there for about 10 days now. She says I'm thinking about whether or not I want to throw them out. She's got junk in there, but she's got this stuff, which means something to me, sitting out here. The blue one is Rempe's, but I know the game that she's playing. She's going to see if I want it. And if I take it, then obviously I've taken something that doesn't belong to me, right? I can always buy Rempe another one. Gonna take this garbage out. I'll wash this bag out from the meat, juices, pork, and veal. They leaked all over the bag, so now I'm just gotta hang this bag up to dry. In some way or another, my mom did the same type of movement towards the end of her life. Got a little bit lazy, laid back, and didn't care anymore. I can understand. Never did before, but I do now. More so than ever. All the game playing a 60-plus-year-old woman played with me, yet alone the social media trolls. All you did was just give me recognition. this is the trash that she leaves on the other side. I gotta clean that mess up for her too. Waiting for this to dry. There's Rempy. Not bad, huh? This has been easy to deal with. The problem is I'm still developing. How much longer will it take before I fully develop? Now, although they're just a little bit different in color because one got hit with the bleach a little bit, I can guarantee you it's a lot better than wearing these. Still a little damp, but yeah, good enough. What else? They're not going to last very long either. But well, I told you the stuff's going to get done. Doesn't matter how long it takes, right? Surprise, surprise. All of a sudden I'm okay to come in the house. I'm gonna do those dishes, empty that trash, bring the other garbage bin from the back to the front, put that litter box over here, clean this up a little bit. Can't do anything with the towel. She's got me locked out of the shed. Strange. I'm locked out of the shed that has nothing in it, but I can come in the house. And there were 3 packs of the sausage, and she took 2 of them to her clients. Okay, with the litter box just about dry, everything's just about done in here. Cats are waiting to be fed, and I'm waiting to be bathed. Everything's nice and neat and organized out here. She has more rodents and bugs inside the house than I have out here on the screen porch that's not completely sealed from outside. Bugs and rodents from coming in. So, not bad, huh? So right now we're going to go ahead and... She didn't even water the plant anymore. If it wasn't for me, this thing would have perished probably about 2 weeks ago. Maybe a month ago. Maybe even 3 months ago. As well for the wonderful cactus. So now that she let me back in and she left me to clean up her sty, I'm just gonna go get some ice, clean the dishes, get ready to start navigating my project, feed the cats. Now all of a sudden, people understand where they stand. Not on my ground. Find your own placement. So we're not going to... I use this spoon. It's back in there. This is water for outside. Ice cubes. With what I think I can do today, I might actually get something done tonight, and definitely, should I not be deferred tomorrow, I will definitely get quite a bit done tomorrow night. For the sole reason that one of my concerns and development having to do with cybersecurity requires me to be very careful and very selective on what it is I do, what it is I download, knowing that my backup protection and firewalls are going to protect me should I make a mistake, which I will, because how else am I supposed to learn if I don't make mistakes? Because I'm not perfect, and even machines are constructed by humans, which means through trial and error, the advancement in the machine that was constructed by technology and people become more effective, efficient, and secure from cyber attacks, social media trolls, and the destructive and corruptive individuals that want nothing better but to see demise to anything and everything unless it is of their own being, makeup, or environment for them and those that follow in their own belief and pursuit, or vice versa, being bad action. I've recorded too many things for me to let go. I've recorded too many things for me not to want to stay on it and learn from it, even though at my age, what am I really learning for? Well, I find it really interesting. And it has to do with not what I'm looking up that other people have done. My whole life. I can give other people an opportunity to do what people think people are doing. Looking up things that other people have done that are impressive, that are respected, that are criminal, that are wrong. I mean, people are looking up what other people are doing. Why won't they pay attention to what it is I've done? Because it no longer exists? Of course it does. Because what it is I've done has trapped the past and exposed, in the most recent past, what it is that people, that's Frankie, afraid of. Other people, change, development, technology, people becoming lazier and lazier and using the internet and conniving ways to navigate people's money, accounts, assets, credit cards, simply because the technology is there to protect people and their money and their assets. The obstacle is technology moved forward too fast, and people have, and this is where we talk about people are dictated by the power of the dollar. That means they don't have time to learn, for one. Number two, the younger generation is all into the social media stuff, and Uber, Lyft, and places like that, and people wiping out the blue collar and money being part of society's white collar, and the white collar are the ones who are bringing up the children to be lazy, and the children are using the time to learn how to navigate what it is they do because they're dictated by the power of the dollar. The old don't know how to develop with as fast as the technology and the movement takes place for change, and they're slowed down. They just want to relax and live the golden life, and the younger generation is manipulating the older generation's money and wealth by doing disruptive and corruptive activities online, by phishing for information to get into people's personal life, which they did to mine, And because of the wonderful nature of my recording it, there is, I know it, you know it, great opportunity for me to make money, but also help others, because I really do want to help. But I've turned in the direction of thought as to, I don't like people anymore. It's going to be real hard for me to get myself back into the frame where I accept people the way they are, but that's only going to happen when I finally control my life. Because until I control my life, when people say, this man, he knows what's going on, he's got control over his environment, I'm not going to even mess with this. I don't think I'm going to be accepting people because of what it is I perceive them to be. And that are opportunists looking for the power of the dollar to be their friend. The almighty dime. Okay, now everything's back exactly the way it was underneath the sink. Up here, there's no change. That wasn't even folded. I was just sitting in a big pile right there. This is some meat that needs to go in the trash, otherwise this will be a problem next week. Put a fresh bag in there, take this out there. Not bad, huh? And the time now is 6:06. This video will post when this pot is clean. I've showered, these dishes are put away, that towel's hanging up here. The sink looks just like it is. Garbage bag is in the trash. That property is all bundled up. The table's clean, cats have been fed, dish has been done. That is when this video will post. After I post several others, remember? And then this will be the final, and then you'll get the next wave of small glitches as the next several days pass through. You'll be getting no videos from tomorrow, even if something major happens. I'm only giving you small segments of time. Now, Poppy's waiting to eat. I would never have done what it is I'm doing right now, exposing the truth, which is the responsibility I've taken on, my commitment and agreement with the owner of the property, my concern and how I value these cats to be what people won't understand. She controls the cat food now. I'm not able to feed Poppy and Trini 2-3 times a day, although I do have 2 spare cans out there. This is just a huge mess. She won't go to the Lover Paws to pick up any cat food there. Ted, the owner, he doesn't care to really help anymore because he kind of figures, well, the guy's going to make it through it now. Can't stop him anymore. All these people were helping me simply because they wanted to see me suffer and then lose everything. I didn't suffer. I developed. And let's not forget, I haven't forgotten James Steibel, David Weatherall, James Bergen, Chad Arnold, Buddy, Sandy, Mike over at Indian River Batteries. I haven't forgotten about Samira. I haven't forgotten about statements people made. I haven't forgotten. Go on, Wimpy. Jump. 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 Are you going to forget about me? Are you going to forget about my cat? I don't think so. Really don't think you're going to forget anything. Because we're not very happy with you. Let's see. So we're going to plug that back in. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and take a moment to myself. That's cooking. Then we're going to bring the phone, that recording outside, pick up the trash, bring it back to the site, do the litter box. I'm just taking a moment to myself. Time now 6:23 p.m. the 20th of September 2022. Time 6:27:04. Now all of a sudden I don't see people causing me too many problems. It's a shame. That leaves me a door open to cause them problems, no? Well, let's see, did it break? Nope, didn't even break. See? The sun shines on every dog's rear. Huh. Alright. Gonna wash our hands. Okay.